But he's really quite a wonderful person, and he doesn't think I have any direction sense or much sense about anything, but he said some good things last night. I hope they got that on tape. But sometime back, I had to go to a town called Felton, California to speak for a conference. I think the name of the place is Forest Lawn, or Forest Home, something like that. Anyway, it's not Forest Home, that Forest Lawn. Not Forest Lawn, that's a cemetery. But anyway, it was some kind of a Bible conference in the town of Felton, which is 400 miles north of where we live. So I was going to go up there to speak, but Bill had had his wisdom teeth out that day before, and he said he wanted to go with me. And I said, no, you can't go with me because I know the circumstances up there. I mean, they don't have any TV, they don't have any ice. You're supposed to pack your face in ice and eat popsicles and pudding pops and stuff. They won't have that up there. He said, no, I want to go with you. So, okay. So he said, you'll probably have trouble getting up there. And so he went with me. Well, we got up to the town of Felton and went up to the Bible conference, and it was very meager. It was nothing but he could have for his needs. So we came back down the mountain, and we drove around to find a place that had a housekeeping room so he could have a refrigerator to put his popsicles and pudding pops and all his ice in it and pack his face since he had all these teeth out. So I got him set. I went to a store and I got him popsicles and everything he needed and ice and set him down there. He had the television, and there was a little river running by the place, and there was trains. He loves to hear train whistles. There was a train there. So I thought he was all set. So then I went up the mountain and I spoke and I did my thing. And I finished about 9:30, so I came back down to Felton. Now, in the town of Felton, all the roads come together. One side's to Santa Barbara, Los Angeles, Bakersfield, Santa Rosa, San Francisco, and there's all these, about 8 roads. And I thought, where was that place I left him? Well, and I looked in my purse, and I saw I had a key. It said Box 6 of Felton. Well, there's no help. I didn't know the name of the place. It was all dark. This little town, everything closes up. It was only 9:30, but I started driving out one of the roads, and I got to Scotts Valley. I thought, no, I didn't come through there. And I went back to the central place, and then I went out another road, and I saw the ocean. I thought, no, I don't remember going by the ocean. So then I came back, and there was an A&W root beer stand. I thought, well, I'll go there. They might know. So I went there, and they were just closed, so they didn't know anything, and it was getting late. Like it's about 11 o'clock now, and I've been driving all these lonely roads trying to find where I could have left him. So finally, I was so desperate. There was a bar open, and so I didn't want to tell him I was a speaker at the Bible conference. So I went in and I said, my husband had his teeth out, and I left him at a hotel, and I don't know the name of the place. And I said, well, it was near a river. Of course, the river goes through the whole town, and it was near a train track. And then I said, it was near a store because I walked a couple blocks to get him some popsicles and fudgicles and stuff for his face. And so he said, well, you might try out, and he named another highway, which I had been on practically every one by this time. So I thanked him, and I went out. Here I'm driving up a lonely road with big high sequoias all around, not a light in sight. You could look back down the mountain and see lights, but otherwise just dark, pitch black. And I looked ahead, and my headlights shone on something in the road, and it was going like this. And I got up close, and I saw it was Bill. And he said, I just knew you'd have trouble. And I said, well, how did you know it was me? It could have been somebody come to mug you or something. And he said, no, there hasn't been a car up here for 2 hours. And we were even standing there. The ice had all melted and dripped all over him, waiting for his airhead wife, who forgot where she left him. Now, the next day, he went out and bought me one of these things that says north, south, east, to west, which is absolutely no good if you don't know your left from your right, So when you have somebody that is that wonderful, that makes up for all the other little things he does, like stapling his socks and all the other things, because he's a very wonderful person, and without him, I wouldn't be able to do this. Once in a while, I've said, thank you, Lord. I have said it, for giving me someone who's made me look so hard to find the joy in life. So if you happen to have somebody in your life like that, just say, thank you, Lord, that if it wasn't for that person, I wouldn't look so hard and I wouldn't find so much joy.